as much as TDZ, and we would like to know in the comment section who are the teams that you are supporting right now.
Yep, and I'm very excited. So we have two teams. We have Onic Indonesia versus Resurgence, and I've heard that both of these teams really needs to crawl up into the standings for them to again join our winners. And I think we can already jump into our draft right now. Here we go. And Resurgence playing on the red side, and we also have Onic Indonesia on the blue side.
Wow, I think I've been watching a preview matches here from the Mytel International. It's like the YSS, the Yi Shunshin, is actually somehow part of the meta here, and somehow even the teams here are even willing to give out the Yuzong just for this, and we could be able to see it right now. Onic Indonesia prioritizing YSS. Something, what's gonna be your thoughts about? I mean, why would they want to have their marksman? I mean, this as their priority compared to the side laners such as like the Jawhead or even well, they do have the Tamus. What do you think, TDZ?
Well, I guess in my opinion, if you were able to secure YSS, you have a very mobile marksman. And well, he can easily join the fights after he's able to purchase the Raptor Machete, and also his ultimate. It can provide vision to all of your teammates, and you can easily adjust your position if you want to join the fight or if you want to commit on that skirmishes. So I think it is a big factor when it comes to. It's really rare that you can get well, a marksman that can provide a lot of vision for your team. And with the burst, which is mobility, he can get those passes whenever he switch from his melee attack using his well, going to the bow attack, which is I think a really big can dish out a lot of damage with those critical procs for his passive.
Yeah, definitely something to note on in terms of this hero. But meanwhile here, looking very strong in Team Resurgence. By the way, guys, the winner of this match will be going against Aura PH. Of course, just been waiting for this match to finish. And of course, as we actually seeing it right now, is that somehow, what do you think about the Yuzong on this current meta, TDZ? I mean, we all know that he's actually strong, but how strong can he be in terms of drafting?
Well, when it comes to draft, it will open up a lot of sustain for your team. Again, Yuzong has a lot of lifesteal once he's able to get that Oracle. He can, well, join the fights as soon as possible. He can also dish out a lot of AoEs, which is, again, one of the best counters if you're playing against this Yi Shin. You need to catch this Yi Shin as soon as possible, shut him down as early as possible, and I guess with this ultimate from Yuzong, he can easily do that, breach the back lines, disable Yi Shin, and then just wrecking havoc all throughout the draft of Onic Indonesia. So I guess Yi Shin, even after the nerf, well, I can still consider him as a very good fighter.
Yes, definitely. And I really find it for the YSS going to be hard for him to be able to move around. I mean, yes, he's actually arranged, but if it's Rassi Cena couldn't be able to defend himself, I mean, there is going to be the Ling going to be jumping you onto the back lanes, even the user could be able to change into Dragon and go directly to the carry here from the team of Onic. But well, they do have here like Sasa to be able to at least give him more sustainability in terms of the ultimate. And this is something to note here on the team of Onic. Have you ever seen one? I mean, like a mid laner Cyclops going back into the meta lately?
Cyclops, yeah, I guess this is one of those mages that can like cheese picks. I can consider him as a cheese pick because again, you can rarely see a mage that can easily burst out or can dish out a lot of mage spells as quickly as possible, because as you can see, based on the passive of this hero, he can easily cast his first kill, even his ultimate, as long as his skills is also hitting. He can just burst out a lot of enemy heroes, especially with Ling. Again, once he uses ultimate, he can just use his first kill to get, or to at least burst him out. And I think that will be the game plan of Onic Indonesia here. Yes, you have Yuzong. Yes, you can have a lot of skills that can burst out the back lines, but again, you have two heroes for you to target. You need to target the Yi Shin and also their mage. So I think it is a very clever draft. So Resurgence, let's use the hashtag Resurgence. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the land of dawn. Here we go, Mr. Rob Luna. I'm really excited to see this. And by the way, on the upper right hand corner, Cassius Nomad and Wolfcast, so I'll be Nomad for now, and Rob Luna will
Alright.
be the Wolf.
Yes, we will be changing that later if
Yep,
we could be
I will
able
change that
to.
later.
But please bear with us. Also, anyway, guys, this is gonna be the first one here. So I think the rotation gonna be the same on both teams. Since the Jawhead is available, most of the time they just get the red first, then jumping towards to the purple buff here for the side of Resurgence, and giving enough time for Jason here to be able to pull up a level 4 as fast as possible.
Yep, as you can see, now Ling is trying to secure his blue buff, and he also have this red buff already. So again, once, maybe at least one more lane, he can get his level 4 and they can start the action here on the side of Resurgence.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, going here onto the top lane, a one-on-one against Sync and as well with Anti-Mage. In terms of this, but the first blood,
Wow.
with Drian able to secure here on KZP, and they're again looking for another one. A jump coming from the Kufra going in there to the Farsa, but he's still gonna be flying around here. Not gonna be enough for Rassi Cena to be able to take down the Farsa. But what a great start! Even I mean, Drian is the one who's getting it, and again, if he could be able to pull up as early here as possible, the snowball effect for the Cyclops is tremendously strong.
That's true. Again, you don't want to give a lot of levels here for the Cyclops, because just like what I mentioned earlier, you can easily get and secure those kills for the side of Onic ID. And looking at the screen right now, as you can see, level 4 already for Santiago and his YSS. He just instantly use his ultimate just to scout out the positioning of Resurgence here. And that's really vital if you want to play with this kind of lineup, because as you can see, they lack AoEs. They lack those burst potential. They heavily rely on YSS right now, and I think that's one of the reasons why they picked up the Angela.
Yeah, well, I guess so. That was a good analysis, DZ. Actually, I didn't think about it earlier. I didn't think about it earlier, but like since you've actually mentioned it, but somehow here, I was really looking on how I think they changed lane for the to the Yuzong, and as well with Sana here for the Esmeralda. But the ulti from Santiago has already been done just to scout out everyone for the side of Resurgence. But the jump coming from Cena going in, and the ball will be there, but not giving enough. But a burst damage, Tempest of Blade from Anti-Mage. LY4 be able to secure that one, and that's gonna be a death for Anti-Mage. Of course, that's the Tamus, and KCP dying as well. 1-for-1 exchange. But I guess Onic Indonesia are not yet done, because they would like to kill Sana as well. But it's not gonna be enough, TDZ.
Yep, it is not enough. They need to catch out this Farsa as soon as possible, because as you can see, once they hit the level 4, they're really able to apply a lot of pressure here on the side of Onic IT. Let's start the fight. Let's start the commotion here on the side of Resurgence, because, well, we're looking at the draft of Resurgence here. They have a lot of AoE. They can easily join the fights. Just like, 4 heroes here in the bottom lane, trying to catch out Anti-Mage. Will it be enough though? No, but he's really tanky, and they're still not that tanky to go inside the protection of this tier 1 turret here in the bottom lane.
Yes, but I really like how Resurgence is doing their rotation right now, even though they're actually dying. I mean, the kills is still on the side of Onic Indonesia. They're being able to pull up things. I mean, just running around the map. I think Resurgence has still evening the ball game, since Onic Indonesia is still going to be stronger into the early stages of the game. But how would actually Resurgence be able to pull up here in the mid game? What do you think, TDZ?
Well, Resurgence, they can stretch the game for at least to 10-minute game, as long as Ling is just still farming. Because if we're talking about farm here, Ling already has his Raptor Machete going for at least more protection for his magical skills, because they respect the burst potential of this Cyclops here, and Cyclops is already level 6. So I think they just need to get to wait for Ling's one core item maybe and end this battle, and then they can just also apply a lot of fights here, a lot of pressure here on the side of Onic.
Yes, that was a very unfortunate kill for Jason. Tempest of Blade being captured by LY4. They're trying to go in, but the Dragon is there onto the back lanes. Who is going to be dying right now? And that's going to be Santiago, the YSS, the carry of Onic Indonesia. But they're going in. They would like to a revenge here for the side of Resurgence. And they're be killing as well. A return kill and another one for Drian. To be able to check the item, was I think Drian already done with his Enchanted Talisman. And yeah, he's actually done with it, and the cooldown here for the Cyclops is gonna be faster
Yep.
than ever, easy.
Again, enchanted talisman. You can just burst out a lot of damage, magical damage. And he also went for the mystery shop, so he can just get those items as soon as possible. And this is the game plan of Onic ID. Okay, once we are able to get those items, at least one core item for our core heroes, we can just score in the fight.
Yes, definitely. But looks like they would like to get here the purple buff, and they did take the purple buff. Something that LY4 doesn't want to happen right now. I mean, how can he be able to go against with a Link that doesn't have the buff? But they're still gonna be fighting. But KZP will be taking the kill. He will be dying in a 2-man down for the side of Resurgence, zoning out the
Wow.
rest. But Onic PH tends to go for the turtle objective right now.
Yep, this-
And looks like Onic Indonesia is snowballing slowly but surely here in the mid game.
Yeah, almost 4K net worth advantage here on the side of Onic ID. And this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, start the game as early as possible. As you can see, they're really good when it comes to picking up heroes. And, well, Resurgence is really having a very difficult time trying to reach this YSS. And with that ultimate, as you can see, catching out a lot of enemy heroes here on the side of Onic ID. Moving forward, Farsa trying to use his Predator Airstrike to zone out enemy heroes. And this is the plan of Onic ID. Use the ultimates of the enemy hero and then wait for the cooldown time.
Yes, definitely. And to be honest with you, TDZ, Resurgence are having a hard time going inside. Even Onic Indonesia is too squishy. They have the Cyclops, even Sasa. But Gian here, I mean, the planet's attack, his second seal is too strong for a Sync to be able to hold on the damage, let alone LY4. So it's like KZP is the one who's taking most of the damage, but it's still a drawhead. It's not something that could be able to withstand a very strong Cyclops. And if that's the case, if KZP cannot be able to hold on it, they will not be able to take it onto the next level, or could be able to dash a lot of damage. But again, guys, I think we do have here technical difficulty in terms of the so just bear with us. We just lost the communication, but going back into the game, here we go. So far, ladies and gentlemen, 6,000 lead for Onic Indonesia, and it's really not stopping for their side. But at least LY4 getting his purple buff. He will be able to kill this one, but KZP might actually take the kill. Anti-Mage getting the joy. One more, they're going in, but it's like gonna be a fight, but LY4 gonna be dying that as well. 2-man down for the side of Resurgence. TDZ, Onic Indonesia is in a snowball roll right now.
Yeah, man, they're really
kills for Gian or even the rest of Onic Indonesia, because it's gonna be harder and harder for them. Though they do have here like Sana. I mean, Esmeralda with a 0-0 KDA still has to make an impact into this game.
Well, the thing with Esmeralda right now, he went for a support emblem, and yeah, he can get a lot of gold out of this. But if you're going to compare it with the farm of the Cyclops, he already went for a Glorious Wand here, going for the Ice Beam Wand. There's not much sustainability that he can provide for his team. So it's all about the tanks. It's all about they will heavily rely on the lifesteal and also the tankiness of this Yuzong, but not much if you're going to compare it with the damage burst of Onic ID.
Definitely. I mean, Drian here for Onic is really, really strong. Right? I mean, I don't think anyone from the side of Resurgence could be able to withstand the damage coming here from the Cyclops, let alone how he actually, the skills are very fast, but going in, but they're not stopping here. But Say will be able to kill down Sasa. The dragon is out, but he's actually out. Literally, he's actually dying in a 1-for-1 exchange. But the only thing is, Onic Indonesia losing only the Angela for this one, and they're not stopping right now. They would like to lock here the Resurgence. They don't want them to be able to go out, but Immortality will be fat for KZP. Another one bites the dust. A 0-5 TKDA for the robot, and he's actually dying too much in this game.
Wow, as you can see, even the Cyclops here making it really difficult for this Link to go inside, because again, once you're finished with your ultimate in this Link, Drian can just use his stun to disable you, and that's the opportunity where they can burst out this Link.
Yes, definitely. Just a simple lockdown from the ultimate of Drian. They cannot be able to do anything. Look at how fast this game is finishing right now, TD. Onic Indonesia looking pretty strong, using the Cyclops here on the first game against Resurgence.
Wow, this is a very strong start here for Onic ID. As you can see, even sync here with his Yuzong. He can't reach the back lines. He can just go into the front lines using his Dragon form, maybe burst things out. But will it be enough though? 4 against 1, ladies and gentlemen. But Drian again with the Cyclops, easy jump in from the Kufra, and again 3 heroes deleted. Make that 4. Another one just respawned here, trying to defend their main inhibitor and really making it difficult for Onic. They're just dancing around the main inhibitor.
Oh my god.
And Onic
That
ID.
Wow, Onic Indonesia. Man, they just went on a roll. They just